My name is Rodolpho, and I'm the chef here at the resort. And today we're going to do 4 items. We're going to do a soup, we're going to do the quesadilla, polenta, and chocolate strawberry.
Yum.
So we're going to start with let's start with the chocolate strawberry so we get it out of the way. Maybe I can get some volunteers.
Yeah, you're going to have to really dig deep for volunteers.
Okay.
Sometimes I get a lot of volunteers, sometimes I don't get that many. Alright, so we're going to start with a pot. Regular pot, we do like 2 inches of water. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to make like a double boiler with bakery. We do that. And we're going to start the fire.
Wow.
What? So good though. So I'm running right up there to get one. I will. Oh yeah. That felt so good on that.
Steak
Alright,
around 1 week.
so we're going to start with the chocolate chips.
I know.
And these are regular chocolate chips. Semi-sweet, of course. Don't use the regular ones. And you can use any brand. I'm using a specific brand, but you can use any other brand. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to melt the chocolate. And of course, I don't add anything to it. I just melt it. Usually, if you go to a store and buy the chocolate strawberries, they usually put oil or they put cream so they can stretch the chocolate and make them shiny. Here, I'm not looking for profit, so I just melt the chocolate.
We know. I've had a few in my time.
Right, so. Chocolate. And then, of course, we have the strawberries here. And always, like with the strawberries, always make sure you wash them really well and dry them. Because if you don't do that, they don't, the chocolate will not stick to it. That's the trick to those chocolate strawberries.
You have to dry them off? You have to dry them?
Yeah, wash them and dry them. Because of course you have to wash the strawberries, especially because they're like on the ground. And, animals come around and do their thing, and you have to make sure you wash them. Have to put it graphically like that, but it's the truth. So that's the reason you wash them and then dry them. If you don't dry them, the chocolate will not stick to it. So that's the reason.
That was my
you have to
problem.
do that. All right.
Well, I didn't have a double broil.
Now we're gonna start
And my
cooking.
strawberries were
Let's
dry.
see. Let's start with the
I had to wait
polenta.
to freak it out without it.
We're gonna do the polenta. Polenta we usually use it as a starch, and you can, if you've seen it, I usually do like a starch, the protein, and some vegetables on the side, so you can feel that. You don't feel like you're hungry. That's the reason we do that. Usually on the starch, I usually do like 4 ounces, and the protein is usually 6 ounces. So usually everything is measured. I measure everything back there, so I don't want to get into trouble. Like, always your neighbor is always watching your portion. See if it's a bigger portion or a smaller portion. So, and I will know about it if it's either small or larger.
I love
So.
mustard on my fish too.
Right, so we're going to start with some water. We're going to start with some water. And usually the ratio to this is 1 to 1.5 cup of liquid. So 1 cup of the polenta by 1.5 cup of water. You can use stack. I like to use stack better because it gives you better flavor and you use less sodium. With this base, usually contains a little bit more salt. So usually when I use the base, I don't put any salt, but still, I always like to make my stack because you can control the flavors. Like for instance, if you don't like onions or you're allergic, you have an allergy to onions, you make your stack without the onions. So I like to know what I put in my foods. But that's basically what it is. So I'm going to flavor the water. And then we throw in the polenta.
Oh, that's all okay.
y'all doing anything tonight? I don't have anything tonight, tomorrow night, or something.
Tonight, the chocolate.
Well, then maybe.
Popcorn. Salt and pepper. The green onions for garnish. And like I said, usually the polenta I use it for like a starch. Okay, this is the polenta. And it's basically ground corn. That's what it is. That's what polenta is. You can make it like to use it as a starch. You can bake with that. You can make cornbread. You can make a lot of different things with the polenta.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
We
those are-
started, so
Excellent. Ooh, look at those strawberries.
Yes.
yeah, we're making the chocolate strawberries. Something
What's
really.
the big news for next week?
They're filming. So we want this confidential. We want something.
They're filming what?
New show. We will be there. Yeah. We just want confidentiality.